I lost everything. I lost my apartment. My neighbors steal my clothes, my tools. So I don't have no job right now. I just live in shelter right there on Bowery Street. Working Marine, hard-working man.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. The rest, they are thieves with tattoos, everything. Yeah. They just thieves. They coming from jail, they don't know, and they somebody working only to get free apartment because HRA, the city, is going to pay for 1 year. So after they come back to the shelter again.
Okay. Are you going to be able to qualify for that program? The HRA?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
It's a question. If you were to describe the East Village, how would you describe it? What are some of the characteristics? So would you say it's very... What about the people that come here? What kind of people?
No, I'm come here just usually just it's smell right now after rain.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good rain there, so. But I watching the dogs, you know. I like just. I don't like people anymore.
Right. Okay, I understand.
I don't like people anymore.
Yeah.
So, I have just one word what I like it.
Sure.
More I know the people, more I like the animals. It's hard to explain. Everybody here, they clothes like.
They to themselves, you mean? Like, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You know they close. They don't open for anybody anymore.
And what do you personally love about the East Village?
I like that it's busy. And I like that it's close to a lot of places where I like hang out with my friends and whatnot. Like I'm the only one who lives down here, so it's nice to be able to walk home and not like do this waiting where I have to go out.
Right. And what about, like, I guess the people that come here? What would you describe them as? Are they typically younger, older?
I'd say it's a mix. I think it draws everyone.
Nice. Yeah. And if you could describe the East Village, man, what would you say it's like? I guess for the people that live here.
I'd say it's like a mix of people, but it's slowly becoming more of the same people.
And those same people, how would you describe them?
I mean, sort of people like me. I think it kind of is a place where like it's cheap enough for now.
Gotcha.
Where young people can move.
Okay.
But it's slowly getting pricier and pricier. The restaurants are kind of becoming more elite restaurants, and it's kind of pushing out the people who originally lived here.
Got it. So you think gentrification's taking over pretty much?
Oh, big time. I live in like Two Bridges, Lower East Side, and like even by the time since when I moved there, East Broadway is my train stop, and there's like so many restaurants that just like are not for the people that are there, and for other people have already started popping up, and it just I can notice the difference between the type of people who come down there. And so I mean I'm definitely part of it though. So, Ray's Candy's the best candy shop.
Sure.
Place to go late night, bring cash. Tompkins Square Bar is a great one. Pyramid Club is like one of the oldest clubs.
What about the nightlife?
Open.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Like,
Pyramid Club's great.
Yeah.
It's like from the 80s. They do crazy different. I think actually 70s maybe.
Yeah.
They do like crazy nights where they'll do 90s night, or they'll do like zombie night, or different themes, and it's like a two floors. It's a dance club. It's really fun.
Cool.
Lucy's is a pool bar over there. Really chill vibes. Not too expensive.
Cool.
I mean, it's a great place. It's a fun place to be. I'm glad I'm here.
Awesome, man. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Agency.
And how long have you owned this place?
45 years.
45 years.
No day off. No day off.
No days off.
No.
Sunday through Sunday.
I start 4 o'clock. Today I came 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I finish tomorrow morning 9 o'clock.
How's business?
Not bad because I got Uber delivery.
Look at
and,
you.
Drop-off delivery.
Nice.
And every Monday they put money in my
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How would you describe the people that live here?
So you see, there's two kinds of people.
Two kinds of people.
Old people who live on in a small budget.
Right.
Then there's guys from Wall Street, and those guys they order everything online. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. And then, what do you like about this community?
I love it. I love it. This is people.
The people.
Yeah, people. Very special.
Yeah. Try this famous egg cream. Came highly recommended. Got a little cheers. That's good. Very good. Cheers.
Yeah.
How has the community changed?
Oh, the community used to be. I moved this neighborhood in 1964,
Right.
and everything was dirt cheap.
Okay.
And I was paying $32 a month rent.
$32 in rent.
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
How much you pay now?
I'm paying $5,000. You get a store? $5,500
$5,500
every month. Yeah.
Wow.
Then I have other expenses like lights,
Right.
water bill, the girls and boys.
Yeah. Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's expensive.
It is.
But there's more money around.
Right.
They
Right.
used to come say 2 cents plain
Right.
in salsa, 2 cents. My register was maximum, it started from 1 penny, and $5 was the maximum.
Got it.
Yeah, because the milkshake was like 60 cents.
Right.
Hot 86.
86 years old. Why you still do this?
Oh, I want to be with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be part of the party.
Right.
Yeah, when I had a heart operation last year, and my doctor says 6 months no work.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is like this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everybody knows each other,
Okay.
and it's like a family.
Right.
There's no color involved.
Okay.
Like if a black guy beating me up, another black guy come and beat him up. And so I went bankrupt 9 years ago.
Okay.
Completely. I didn't have a dime.
Right.
And they came. There was a sign saying they save the race,
Uh-huh.
and everybody threw everything they
Money.
had. Yeah, 400. One guy he said, "Make me a prize." I say, "I can't. I got no chimney."
Yeah.
He said, "You want a chimney?" I see you tomorrow. Tomorrow he came with 5, 6 Chinese men.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Put in a chimney."
No way.
I couldn't prove how old I am. And so this woman, that woman,
Uh-huh.
she got me a green card.
Get out of here.
And I cried. I was so excited.
Yeah.
And she got me a permanent residency and citizenship.
Wow.
And
God bless her.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because there were 700 people in that. The room wasn't big enough. They divided in 2.
Right.
So before noon and afternoon.
Yeah.
And all kind of people.
Right.
You know, tall, short, black, yellow, white. and raise your hand.
And then you got in.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that was the best time of my life.
Good for you.
The East Village has changed so much. It wasn't always like this, obviously, like gentrification and also the wealth and all that stuff.
Right.
Before it was a lot cheaper, and or there was a lot of squatting.
Right.
So it was a place that a lot of artists can come to because of how cheap it was, and sort of like, and there's like this special thing about the East Village, I think, in that it holds its ground in a way. Like a lot of I feel like gentrification is something that's taking over all of New York.
Right.
But actually,
especially in the Heights too.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But the East Village can hold its own.
Okay.
And so what you see is a lot of people. You see the gentrification happening, but you still see the Puerto Ricans come together. You still unfortunately you still see a lot of drug addicts from time to time.
Right.
You still see the people who are really living. But like a year ago, there was a big thing of protesting the Starbucks opening up
Right.
in this old where a pizzeria was, right?
Right.
And that you hear stories like that more and more, or even the theater that I go to a lot, that I work at, La Mama, right next door, this bar called Stillwater, where we would always go, and it wasn't the best bar in the world, but it was
Right.
the bar you go to, you know?
Right.
And seeing it closed up, it's I'm not that old, and to see it change so much. Giuliani was in office because of all the squatter situation. There were some people that said that they literally rolled tanks through through the streets of the East Village to like get. They were like, if you don't leave the building, we're literally gonna like destroy, like crumble the building down under you.
Wow.
And I know stories of like people who either were like drugged out or who had mental disabilities who were forgotten in these buildings, and then they'd be closed up and cemented up, right? So that squatters wouldn't get in, and then they'd find these bodies later on in these buildings.
Wow.
You know, like there's a lot of history here.
So yes, the restaurant was started in 98 is when they started building it, and then they opened in 1908. This was the restaurant, the front half. Back behind that archway was the garden. And when Prohibition started, they opened up a speakeasy upstairs. And so everyone would sneak out that door, go upstairs to drink. And then when Prohibition ended, they knocked down the wall. And that's when they started the candle that's way in the back that looks like a big birthday cake. They started the candle, and it's been going since 2728.
A long time.
Yeah. And then you can see if you want to go back at some point in the bottom half of the bottom of the back half, you can see the wine bottles where they started it that are still there. You have to imagine that like Lucky Luciano must have eaten here because he lived on 13th Street. You know, I know a lot of socialists, and a lot of times there were people who couldn't pay for meals. Sometimes that's where they would draw these and paint these frescoes up there. So the original John would allow people to do the paintings in lieu of paying for a meal.
No way.
Yeah.
Now, does the family still own the restaurant, or
no? So our last owners who sold it 2 years ago, Nick and Myron, bought it in '71 from John's grandson.
Got it.
And then about 2 years ago, their accountant and then one of the waiters that had been here since 1984 bought the restaurant from them.
Oh wow.
When Nick and Myron bought it in '71, they didn't even know that these pictures were up there because of all the years of smoking. They were just black.
So they had to restore them, or?
So yeah, so they. Well, I don't know. I don't remember how they discovered that all of a sudden there were these pictures behind there. You know. And then what else can I tell you? There was in the early '80s a gentleman who supposedly was a mafia hitman. Came in here, had a martini, which he would do every week. Walked out the door, got to First Avenue, and got shot in the head 4 times.
Oh wow.
I wish I could remember his name because they were just talking about him last week. But
no worries, I can look it up.
yeah. But that was he definitely had his last drink here.